So far this month, this Shopify store is doing right around $80,000 in the first 10 days. What is going on? Dylan here, and in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the reason 99% of people fail with Facebook ads and e-commerce. So just to preface this, I do apologize for my slight MIA status. I just bought my first home here in Chicago, and the move, the buying process, along with managing my business, my clients and my students and everything, it was just pretty overwhelming. I didn't really have much time for uploading. So I'm back to the grind, and the reason I'm doing it in this format right now is I don't have my office. So we actually have a roof here, and this little area right here is actually my office. So once it's all finished, I'll give you guys like a house tour. And probably can't see too well, but at night you get the nice skyline view up here too. So it's a pretty sick setup. Can't wait to do a little like tour of my office setup and whatnot. So that's coming soon, but I just want to give you guys a quick update and also remind you to please hit that like button, subscribe if you are new for videos just like this one where I break down e-commerce strategies, Facebook ad strategies, and little did you guys know, I'm also doing Pinterest ads, Google ads, Taboola ads, so I'm all over the place. I'm going to be breaking that down for you very soon. Everyone, I'm sure, wants to know a progress update of the previous brand that I've shown in videos. So in July, it did $160,000 in revenue at a 37% profit margin. This month, I'm projecting anywhere from $300,000 to $500,000 in revenue. And then by September, October at the latest, I really want to go for that first $1 million month, 7-figure month. That'd be the first time I've ever done that. So that's the goal. And also, if you want progress updates like that with some more detail and whatnot of what I've been doing, join the Facebook group or join Full-Time Ecom. I'm updating both all the time. So without further ado, I'm going to go hop into my computer, use my webcam setup for right now, and break down why 99% of people fail with e-commerce and Facebook ads. Trust me, this is very crucial. It's a very crucial video if you have any plans for success with advertising and e-com. So let's do it. Here we are with my wonderful throwback setup with my webcam, and that's really it. So I don't know if you guys can see, I'll refresh, but so far this month, this Shopify store is doing right around $80,000 in the first 10 days. So on pace to crush it this month. Budgets are continuously scaling according to my methods in Full-Time Ecom. And also, I've been getting a lot of questions like, where can I join Full-Time Ecom? Where's it at? So shout out Ponder. This is my company, ponder.com, exactly as you see it spelled here, ponder.com. And if you click on education, that's where Full-Time is now. So it's Full-Time Ecom by Ponder. So Ponder's like the ecosystem of my advertising agency, my services. So we do like branding services, consulting, and it includes the education portion. So that's just a little update there. So let's go over to the breakdown of what you need to do to be part of the 1% that are succeeding and generating results just like what I showed you. In the next 3 to 5 minutes, you're going to get the core concept that took me 5 years to learn. 5 years, a lot of time, a lot of money wasted. And you're going to get it in the next 3 to 5 minutes. So I highly, highly recommend sticking around until the end of the video. This 3 to 5 minutes is going to either put you in the group of the 99% if you don't understand this concept. If you watch this, grasp it, and apply it, you will become part of the 1% succeeding with advertising and e-commerce. And this is not an overstatement. Let me show you what I used to do. And if you're not finding a lot of success right now with e-com and advertising, I'm about to show you what you are doing as well. So you do some research, you get some strategies down, you watch a bunch of content, a bunch of different videos, and you get to the point of a launch. So you have your store, you have your ads, you hit publish, you hit activate on your ads, and everything starts spending. So first couple days, excitement, right? Excitement. This is going to be great. This is like usually like a 1 to 3 day process. Then what happens? So after that, you go another few days. Now what happens? Confusion, worry, doubt. It all starts to creep in. And what is the main reasons for all of this? Well, First of all, there's one main reason, because you have no sales. And if you do have sales, you're still losing money. You're not profitable. And this is the biggest mistake that I was making. It took me 5 years to understand what I'm about to show you right here. So this is what most people do and what you're probably doing right now. So, you're about 2 weeks in at this point. Let's just say 2 weeks. You've tested a product. You've tested, right? And with no sales and it's not profitable, what does everyone tell you? It's not a winner. It's saturated. Audience fatigue. You've heard it all before, right? This is what you think at this point. This is what you've been trained to think, that if you've launched something for a couple weeks, you've spent some money, $50, $200, $1,000, you're not generating sales and you're not profitable, it's not your fault. It's just not a winner. It's saturated and the audience is fatigued. So at this point, what do? Well, I'll show you what you do. Let's see, how do I do this? There we go. So what you do is you scratch this and you go do the same thing. This is what I was doing. And I'm sure you can completely relate to this. Now what do? You go do the same process. Oh, it wasn't my fault. Let's move on. This is the biggest waste of time, the biggest waste of money, and this is what you do if you don't want to find success with e-com and advertising. I don't care who tells you that it's all about finding a winner. Sure, the product has some to play because you need margins, you need it to be in demand, but there's so much more to that. Someone asked me, so how do you, if you work with a client, you can't just get up and leave the product, right? You can't just quit. No, exactly. I have to make it work. And once I started applying that to my own businesses is when everything took off. So this is how you take something that's not working and you make it work. You turn it into a business that is doing $100,000 a month. You launch your product with a strategy, preferably with full-time e-com strategies because they work. You launch your product, you launch your brand, you launch your ads. Now here's what you do. Right here in this first 1 to 2 weeks, you stick with your strategy. That's another big mistake I see people make all the time is they switch strategies. They vary from what is proven to work. Do not do that. Stick with one thing, because if you can limit the variability by sticking with one thing, you can easily identify why something's not working down the road. So stick with one strategy during the first 1 to 2 weeks. Now, here comes that point that we were just at. The doubt. I'm going to do a lowercase this time. Doubt, the worry, the no sales, not profitable. All of it starts to creep in once again. But don't do this, okay? Do not kill it. This is the filter. Right here is our filter. I call this the 99% filter. Why? Because only 1% make it through it. And this is the 1% of success. Here's what you do. The first step is to ask yourself a very simple question. Why? Why didn't this work? Why do I not have sales? Why am I not profitable? The data tells you everything you need to know. Realistically, and this is something I talk about in full-time e-com during the calls, I'll pull up my profit and loss statements for my actual brands, and I show people, most of the time I'm not profitable. I lose money for the first month and a half. But here's what I do. If I was to quit and redo it, I would just keep wasting money like I used to. This is what I do now. I simply ask myself this question, why? And so it's actually very simple from that point. What you do is you start by looking at a few specific metrics. You look at your click-through rates for your ads. If your click-through rates are low, click-through rate good, there's a simple question, yes or no. No or yes. If no, guess what you need to do? You need to go back up, improve your ads. I'll just leave it as improve because at this phase it's general, right? Like if your click-through rate's low, then improve. Keep doing this until you look and your click-through rate is good. If it's 2-3%, I don't want to get down in the specifics because those are my strategies, that my specific numbers. But ask yourself this: if your click-through rate is good, okay, yes, then why am I not generating sales? It always comes back to this question right here: why? If your click-through rate's good and people are engaging with your ads, it's a very easy answer. Landing page isn't converting. So what do? You install Hotjar. You look at your heat maps. You look at your Google Analytics. You look at your bounce rate. And then what do? You improve. This concept right here is going to make you a lot of money with advertising and e-commerce. Don't quit before you get through this filter. This is by far the hardest part to get through. This doubt, this worry, no sales, not being profitable, it's killer. It is a mental battle. But once you get through that filter, you become automatically part of that 1%. And now that you're here, it's just a simple question. Why are you not generating sales? First, look at your ads. Do you have a good click-through rate? No? Well, go back, improve your ad, build a better creative, run it again. If it's no, go back, improve. Eventually, it will get to the point of being yes. Recently, I had to test around 50 variations of a creative for a client to get it to the point where I had the click-through rate that I wanted. I'm not lying. I tested around 50 variations in the period of about 2 months. Eventually, I got it to the point where the click-through rate was great, 3 to 5%. Then, why weren't we getting sales? Well, it's the landing page now. So then you go through, you improve your copy. You go back up, you let the data run. No sales still? All right, well, let's go through and redo some more copy, improve the images, improve the benefits. Are the reviews showing? Do I have social proof on there? In terms of social proof, do I have reviews? Do I have testimonials? Eventually, yes, that will start working. And at this point, guess what happens? And from this point, it's still the same process. You come through and you ask yourself, how's your conversion rate? Is it good? Is it above a 3%? Is it above a 5%? Depending on what your AOV is? No? Well, guess what? Go back and improve. Put in the work. If yes, well, let's make it better. Just you still go back up here. It's just the cycle. And this is my process. This is why I found success with e-commerce and advertising, and why I failed for 3 years, just about. Lost over $30,000 in ads and inventory because I didn't get this. I was watching all these people on YouTube that told me it was all about finding a winner that wasn't fatigued and wasn't saturated. It's BS. Don't listen to it. Next time you build something, imagine that someone is paying you a ton of money to make it successful. And you want to go crazy, tell yourself that this is a life or death moment. You have 30 days to make this work. And you can't quit on it. You can't switch products. You can't switch your website. So what's your only option? You have to make it better. And that is the entire process, okay? So this made my business, and I hope for those of you that are still hanging around here that this helped out. I get that this isn't the type of YouTube video that's all exciting where someone throws some strategies your way and you get to go plug them in here and relaunch and spend your money and then just restart again. Use the strategies you have. Use the strategies that I have for you. Apply them, stick with them, and then go through this filter and put in the work. Put in the work. Do this process right here. Talk to me in 60 days and send me some screenshots so I can use them as testimonials. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I do hope it was valuable. If you haven't yet, please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. check out the Facebook group, check out Full Time Ecom, and I'll see you next week. Dylan out.